What up, guys? Here we have a Yeti tumbler with Teleplay. So let's let it spin some more so that you see the full effect. I have a little accent light, which gives it a nice little purple glow up top. I think gives it a little bit more dimension. And this tumbler came as a gift from Ford. I have the Ford Maverick, and it needed like a airbag safety recall, so Ford was nice enough to ship this out. And this is the scene I made with it. So let me show you what I'm doing here. So as always, we have the green blanket on a wall. We got two 100-watt LEDs lighting the green screen. Then we have 3 60-watt daylight LEDs lighting the tumbler spinning on a motorized stand. I elevated the iPad and the tumbler so that the camera of the iPad is nice and flush with the tumbler. So that's it for the physical setup. Oh yeah, I also have this purple accent light, which kind of gives some nice more dimension up top on the tumbler. See, I'm just holding it right there. Okay. And now let me show you what I'm doing within the actual app. So let me just pretend, I know some people are having issues with calibration and everything. So let me just pretend that everything is from scratch. So the first thing you want to do is press the calibrate button on the green screen. Make sure make sure your product is not visible, or it's not in the field of view of the camera when you calibrate. And now you can put the product back in. Okay. And also you can sometimes, you can also press the reset button in case it does not look good. When I pressed reset here, it didn't really do anything, which means the calibration did a good job. The next thing you want to do is do spill suppression enabled. Here we're using a green screen, so make sure you select green screen. And with the spill suppression mix, it changes the color a little bit. Let me show you the big difference it makes. Let me show you the big difference spill suppression makes. So this is without spill suppression, with spill suppression. So look how much more natural and real it all looks like with the spill suppression enabled. That's like magic. So this is an iOS, and Android it's the same thing, but the spill suppression is done in post processing. So you only see it when the video or photo is made. Okay, and now for the actual foreground effect, I did dust blast upwards. So if you just search for dust blast upwards, you'll find it. So just search for that. Okay. And that's it. And then you can resize the foreground effect. Then I'm gonna add the light back in, the accent light. And that's it. And also one more thing I forgot to mention. You can play around. Right now I have 3 60-watt daylight LEDs lighting it. But you can maybe turn off like maybe 1 or 2 of them and make it still look good. It actually still looks pretty good with only 2 lights lighting the actual product. Then put the accent light up top. Maybe that looks better. I don't know. I always like turning off lights that I have than trying to add lights which I don't have, which is obviously impossible. And this actually kind of looks good only with 2 of the 3 60-watt lights turned on. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm here if you have any questions.